Hello everyone, welcome to Matplotlib library. In this study session, we'll be learning and we'll be seeing that how we have to use a simple plotting. And because as we know that Matplotlib, it's basically this library is used for your visualization, and with the help of plotting only we can do the visualization things with the real database, or you can use any real database with a .csv file, or you can create with a numpy. That is, we can do in a both way to use that. But there is some methods or some ways to doing the plotting. So there is three simple way to do the plot. The first one, simple plot in matplot, and then we have plotting graph with levels, and then creating multiple lines of plot. So the first one, simple plot in Matplotlib. This is nothing but we can create a plot in a normal way where we can working with pyplot module. As we already see that in our environment, how when we use a Matplotlib with the help of pyplot, we know that this is a one of the things with the help of Python do the plotting. We use pyplot library as well. So in this, with the help of that particular module, we can just go with drawing the simple graph where we can use to give the plotting points like your 1 comma 2 comma 3, the plotting values, and then we can draw the normal graph here. The graph will be the line graph or any other graph. So now moves to the plotting graph with the levels. When it comes to the plotting graph, we use a variable here to store the values. So here we'll use some variables where we can store some values on that. And while drawing, because we'll be drawing those plotting, we can use the same functionality matplotlib.pyplot. So we can give the titles or level with the data provided. After giving this, we can give this x-axis or y-axis in this plotting graph with the level. First one is a simple plot where it's just a plotting. We are not giving any level on that. For the next plotting, when we give with the graph with the levels, there you can observe that we are having a x-axis and a y-axis. So this particular, we are giving a particular area where we're giving the level on that. In that particular level, we can work on the with the plotting. Now the last one, creating a multiple lines in a plot. So basically whenever we use this creating a multiple lines together, we can create with a plot with the numpy and matplot as well. So in this we can use numpy. You can go with the pandas, because if you are using .csv file you have to work on pandas. Then we are going with matplotlib dot pyplot. So we are using this particular style where we can give the different things, like you can give your x, y, z, and the plotting style, because it's a creating multiple lines of plots. So that is how we are doing in the when we are using the multiple lines plots. And when you are using this particular plots, you can go with the sin, cos values, sin values. You can give the angles, right? Sine theta angles, cos theta, like on an angle wise also we can provide in the multiple lines of plot when we use it. You can use a method called legend also in this multiple lines. We can use a legend method on that. With the help of legend method, you can go with the things where we can see that which axis or which particular angle it is there, is it equal to or not the both axis x or y, or if you want it in a wave way. So suppose, take as example, I'm giving here like this a plot. If I want to go with the wave, so you can go with the wave as well for the multiple lines. So those are some features where we used it, this particular things, to create a sample plotting in the matplotlib with the help of different levels or the features. So when you go with the first one, we just go with the simple plotting where we design a normal plots. When it comes to the plotting graph with the level, we just go with the normal levels like x-axis, y-axis. And when you go with the creating multiple lines of plot, where we can go with the things where we give the one by one lines. So this is how we are doing it in a simple. So basically, when you use this particular simple plot, what we are doing, we are just importing the matplotlib and a pyplot at a time, and we just go with the plotting with the some values. We just go with the values. We are not thinking about anything else. So this is suppose one thing we got it for the first plotting. When it comes to the net plotting, the same thing, we are having the database here, but here we are having a x-axis, y-axis. This is nothing but your levels, so that will be the extra things when you are going with this plots. Now come to the multiple lines. When you move to the graph with the level, or like plotting multiple lines with the plots, there what happened, we can use a two thing. That's why I just repeated, that is sine and cos wave. We can go with those two waves. So when we use this two wave, one wave will be the normal wave, another one we are using a dotted. So whenever we use two waves, so it will be one is for the dotted, one is for the normal wave. So this is your angle, so you can use this waves as well, the sine and the cos. In a mathematically what we use is, like when you create this type of multiple plotting for the x-axis, we are using the line space function. Remember the line space or linspace, linspace, linspace function here, to create a y-axis as a sin and a cos of x's. So we create two different style of plotting where we're adjusting the equal things, we are using that particular thing. So whenever we use this thing, we use this particular method to create the lines. Like wherever you want it, you can create a space. Take as example, because whenever you want to create, we are not using any database, we need a numpy, right? So after numpy, when you use it, you can go to create numpy dot your linspace, and linspace after that the value, suppose 12 comma 10. So this is how you can create it, and you can use the multiple lines of, so to create a multiple lines of plotting. So this is how we are using simple plot with the help of matplotlib library as well as the pyplot. I hope you are clear with the theoretical aspect of your simple plotting with the help of three ways how you have to use it. For the next session, we'll be moving towards to understand directly in a practical way. So where we'll be moving towards, and we'll be jumping directly in the Jupyter notebook to understand the practical way of simple plotting to design it. Thank you.